Hello everyone, this is Gorax with another batch of information about hero balance, nerfs, and changes as well. We currently covered the lightning, ice, and fire heroes, and we're gonna move to the poison ones. Poison faction in season 1 can really dish out amazing damage, especially at the temporal vortex if you've been utilizing Korean mechanics. However, we know the poison will be changed quite significantly in this version of the game, but I heard good things about it. It's still very powerful, so let's see what changes we will have to the legendary heroes first. So we start with Lothier. His passive will basically be the same, however they added description that each layer of poison will increase the damage applied one time, which was in effect in global but wasn't sure as far as Gamerman thinks. Jephalia will have huge changes, and hopefully these changes will make her viable. So if you've been playing Jephalia on a Chinese server, let me know how powerful she becomes, because now she will apply an additional type of poison called Thorn Poison. Thorn Poison is a debuff that deals 5% target max HP as derivative damage whenever the target uses a skill or basic attack, up to 50% of Jephalia attack. So it is capped. So, and as we know, following the Aura heroes, this is not huge damage. However, this triggers every use of skill or basic attack. So I want to know how powerful this is. I think it's more powerful towards the PvP rather than PvE. But prove me wrong, tell me how much damage she does. New passive: when Thorn Poison is dispelled or expires, each layer deals 10% target max HP derivative damage up to 100% of Jephalia attack. So if we build Jephalia with enlightenment and attack similar to Flora, we're looking at like 6,000 attack. So that's the maximum damage it can do. New battle skill: attack a target once, dealing 300% with 75% chance of applying poison for 15 seconds and 50% chance of applying Thorn Poison for 10 seconds. Okay, so you can have two different types of poison. And her ultimate is also reworked. Now she will do 700% damage within range and applies 3 stacks of Thorn Poison for 15 seconds, as well as 20% enlightenment reduction debuff for 15 seconds. Enemy killed by this skill cannot be revived. So I quite like this new ultimate, mainly because it no longer dispels all the poison stacks on the enemies, and that was quite annoying because you couldn't use really Jephalia when you had Lothier, because you didn't want to dispel this poison. You wanted to keep as many stacks of the poison as possible. This has been changed now, and it seems like she will be mostly PvP oriented hero now. Vikana will have new passive: reduce poison damage interval by 2 seconds, which means the poison damage will tick more often, quicker. But the poison damage itself, I don't believe it was quite high, but prove me wrong if you've been using Lothier in the team. Durango, no change. Twitch will change. His passive now gives only 20% chance to apply additional poison stack, but new effect deals 30% attack as derivative damage, so he will be applying poison less, but he will do more damage himself. Battle skill damage reduced from 90 attack and 105 enlightenment to 80 attack and 900 enlightenment, 1050 enlightenment to 900 enlightenment. Maximum numbers of arrows also reduced to 4, and arrows now have 75% of applying poison. Okay, so that's a boost. I believe this is a change currently, so his battle skill will also have a chance to apply 4 stacks of poison, if you're lucky enough. And his ultimate arrows reduced to 3, damage increased per arrow. So he will still be good to apply witches remains, etc. But, less chance basically, but we still will probably have like 100% upkeep. When it comes to the poison epics, no change to Horace. That's sad, he's not doing great. Corin can only refresh up to 30 stacks of poison. That's a huge nerf. So we will have less stacks of poison overall, which means the Laurential damage and etc. those who utilize stacks of poison will reduce. Obviously, hopefully there will be talents that will increase it. or increase the damage of the poison as well. Shink, no change. Eli has been moved to epic, as we can see, and Eli is one of the 3 heroes that is very powerful in Season 1. His new battle skill will have increased timer, but now grants 25% attack speed buff instead of attack up, so he will be using auto attacks faster, during which each basic attack will fire an additional attack targeting random enemies, dealing 120% attack with 100% chance of applying 1 stack of poison. So now he's got a way to apply multiple poison stacks across the battlefield, and his ultimate damage will go up to 265%. Let's have a look at the rares. As we know, there's one OP rare. So Lorraine passive armor penetration increased from 2.5 to 3, which is not too good, but as we know, he can dish out some damage if he manages to stay alive. All the poison rares, I believe, are quite useful. Dench now applies 3 stacks of poison. Notira, no change. And Vefag, upgrade to rare, same skill set. Obviously, the OP rare is not poison. These are the poison rares. We'll get to the OP one and see if she's got changed. Now, legendary supports Ergander, who was a tank previously. Now, his passive has a chance to apply attack down, and it's been reduced to 20%. Which is a nerf, sadly. Talvar, the one that no one uses. Battle skill, Mushroom no longer applies poison or blind. Instead, they stun for 3 seconds and apply healing reduction for 10 seconds. So this looks like a PvP or the pillars change. Okay, so Talvar will be mostly used there, as now he doesn't apply even poison, which is a shame. And ultimate no longer requires poison to apply attack down. That's a good change. So there's no requirement. You can use him even without poison heroes. Ogok, no change, still going to be, an OP support that grants your team immortality. Reita is currently super powerful. She doesn't heal, but she provides so much damage mitigation that it basically is so powerful. Her passive will be buffed. Additional damage reduction from enemies, 8% per debuff, up to 3 stacks from 5 of 5. So 25 changed to 24. So I would say that's a slight nerf. However, now it only stacks 3 times, so we'll get these maximum stacks faster. Battle skill no longer applies accuracy penalty. Yeah, it wasn't really used, especially against bosses. They were still hitting, right? So why bother with it? Instead applies attack down after the short pause, making it 10 seconds of attack down. That's actually really good. So now Reita will also apply attack penalty, which will help with constant attack penalty on the enemy team. Okay, now Epic supports Ekes. Battle skill healing prohibition duration increased. Fur buff, no change, so we still have this powerful free-to-play friendly tank/healer. Sifris, no change, so that's quite good. Gareth, passive, triggers on damage exceeding 10% HP from 20%. Garid, no change. Vikuk, no change. And Fyodor, no change. So now rare supports, let's see, damage reduction from enemies under healing prohibition to 10%. Okay, so Gigil got nerfed, don't know why. Sigrid ultimate damage nerf, 60%. So yeah, Sigrid, the OP rare hero, is nerfed. I think the reason why she's nerfed here on the paper is because we will have access to the talents, which will increase her damage even more than what we have in global, so they nerf it to stop it from being OP. We got Hexandra, no changes there. Altin, no changes. And Letalis, no changes. So pretty much solid. Few nerfs, few buffs, and poisons got changed a little bit. Apparently still doing good damage. So let me know in the comment section what you think about those changes, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll cover necrosis, and there's few quite significant changes there. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Bye.